Hi, good morning. This is Andi Napier, and I'm here with a dear friend. I'm so lucky to have moved on the street with my friend, and I'm reading this because I do know his name, but he has another title now. It's Shingetsu, which is a monk. Okay. All right, it's a monk. Billy White here in Austin, Texas. He is my neighbor. He is my friend. And he came over this morning. He's in town. He is promoting his meditation overtone series, theheartisawake.com. I'll have that on the bottom if you didn't get that. And also a retreat that's coming up. And I'll have that information too, out in Marfa, Texas. But Billy came over this morning. Every time he comes into town, we like to chat. We chat about personal stuff. We also chat about like deep spiritual topics. And this morning I was talking to him. Billy's a big meditator. And this morning I was talking to him about how people want to know like about meditation. I want to have a retreat next year, and Billy and I are talking about collaborating, and I was saying to Billy, people want to know about meditation, and I want you to hear what Billy's response to people wanting to know and what they do need to know about meditation. So if you are just wanting to, if you're curious about starting a meditation practice but don't know what you need to know, I want you to listen to what Billy has to say about it. All right, sit back, relax.
What do I have to say about it?
I'm going to bring this closer.
So, yeah, because I probably won't talk as loudly. But thank you, Andi, for inviting me this morning to join in your video program.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
Is this right?
Yeah, that looks good. Okay.
So I would say about meditation, there's really nothing to know. You make sort of an agreement with yourself to sit down and just check in, see how the mind is moving, see how the breath is moving. And, if you have some familiarity with taking a seated posture when your back is straight.
Right.
You're breathing deeply into the belly. If you've done some yoga, maybe you have experiences with that. And then you just kind of allow the body to relax and hang out with yourself, and then check it out, see what the mind is doing, see what the breath is doing. You don't really need to fight with your thinking. A lot of people will say, well, I can't stop my thinking. I can't control my thinking. Just step back and have a look at your thinking. And then...
Like taking notes? Like, oh, that's interesting.
Interesting, but not really taking notes. You don't really want to necessarily, hold on to different thoughts or grab a hold of things or record things. You just watch them passing like clouds. You become the sky.
That's a good visual.
Your awareness becomes the sky, and the thinking is like passing clouds. So, a big storm might come, an emotional storm might come. You just kind of notice it. Oh, wow, big storm. A little wispy thought of what am I going to do later today comes. Okay, that comes, and then it's gone. We don't need to follow. Once you grab onto a thought and you start following it, it'll create a whole chain, one thought leading to the next. So when you become kind of, you said interested in thoughts. You can say that, but you also, if you get too interested in your thoughts, you're going to want to follow them. And get involved in them. So we just step back and watch them like you're watching a movie.
Okay. I love that. My favorite part is he says you make an agreement to sit down with yourself. And for a lot of us, that's challenging, correct? To stop. Yeah. To stop movement and to sit with ourselves. I like it. All right. So what are some other options if we can't sit like that? Can we sit just in a chair? We can do whatever we want. Can we lay down? Is that an option?
Laying down for some people might be a good way to meditate, but very easy to fall asleep. So it's good to sit with a straight back. Chair, fine. Make sure the body is comfortable enough that you don't need to move around a lot. So you just sort of park the body in a way.
Okay.
And then you become open and spacious enough to see the mind and the breath. But it's such a simple thing. People think of meditation as this complicated special thing. You're going to attain something. It's absolutely, you might say it's very different from that, or the opposite of that. You just sit down and become extremely simple, open awareness,
Extremely simple. I like that.
ready for anything to take place. You're not looking for anything particular, not trying to figure something out, which is very, in this day and age, most people are always wanting to figure it out, wanting to get more information,
Right.
to add to their accumulation of information they already have. So we're just talking about becoming extremely simple, almost childlike, open awareness. How does a newborn baby see the world? It's just
Oh, okay.
completely new. Each moment is new and open and
Oh,
spacious.
that's great. I love that. I love the visual of like a baby just looking up like in their crib or like on a blanket.
Ah,
I love it. Awesome.
we could learn a lot from babies. So.
We could, but yet they're so hard. They don't let us sleep when we want to. All right, so anyways, Billy's having this killer mindfulness retreat in Marfa, Texas. I will have the way to get in touch with Billy at the text on the bottom. Hey, thanks, Billy. I'm really glad that you shared this with everybody today. All right.
My pleasure.
Namaste, my friend.